Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Well, welcome if you're new here. Let me adjust you. All right, I think that's better. All right, guys, my name is Bram. If you are new here, I talk about fashion, luxury, lifestyle, shopping, and travel. So if those are things that are interesting to you, I would love it if you would hit subscribe, become a member of my growing YouTube family. I am almost at 3,000. We're doing a giveaway. If you want more information, down in the description box, you will find all of that information. You just need to be subscribed here, and you get extra chances to win if you go subscribe, follow me on other platforms. Okay. All right, guys. So today I wanted to talk about, well, as you know, I am in Miami and I don't get a fall. And so this time of year is very hard for me. I love fall. I love, I just love fall. Who doesn't love fall fashion? I feel like everybody loves fall fashion. And I figured that because I can't really get much use out of a lot of fall clothes now. Like I can, yeah, I can buy them, but the truth is that even if I, go to New York a few times during fall and winter, it's still, I have a lot of fall clothes already, so it's tough. It's tough. There's a few things that I would love to pick up, and who knows, I might, but the truth is that I don't need them. So I figured that I would share with you what I'm loving, and maybe you guys can grab some of it. So I will link, everything will be linked below. Yeah. So hopefully you'll be able to grab some of the stuff if you like it. All right. So let's get going. Let me tell you about it. All right. So first and foremost, some of these things I do have. Okay. Very few, but some of them I do. So the first and foremost would be the fringe jacket that I got from Abercrombie and Fitch. I'm going to put it up here. I freaking love this jacket. I saw somebody else, I think it was Caroline Gray, and she has a Zara one that I believe is real suede, if I'm not mistaken. And I guess she got it a few years ago. I have no idea, but you can't find it anywhere, not even on Poshmark. It's nowhere to be found. So when this jacket popped up at Abercrombie and Fitch, I jumped on it. I don't necessarily need it in real suede, although I do think it would look better in real suede. But it's a really good price point for what it is. It on sale. I paid under $100 for it. I'm going to link it. Hopefully, if you run into another sale, you will also pay under $100 for it. But I think it is super cute. I know that fringe is huge for this year. I think fringe is kind of a staple, though. It's like, yes, it goes through years of like being more like in fashion and less in fashion, but I feel like fringe is a classic to a certain extent. Like if you have a fringe suede jacket, it's cool no matter what, really. So anyway, that jacket, absolutely love it. I need to go to New York before it gets too cold just so that I can wear this jacket at least a few times this year. I love it. Or I need to plan a trip to somewhere where they have seasons, so that I can wear it. But I'm loving it. I think it is beautiful, and yeah, like one of my top picks for fall. Next one is, I have been seeing this, like quite a few people have mentioned it. I know that it runs super, super big. So if you are very small, this night might not work for you. It is the Naked Wardrobe vegan leather trench coat. I saw a bunch of people pick it up in the olive color. That one is completely sold out. That's what actually had me looking at it, because I love green and I love olive. That one's sold out. However, they do have it in a beautiful, they have it in black. They have it in a chocolate brown. So if you're into this whole, like, what is it? Brown chocolate mousse color or whatever it is for this year, however they want to re-explain brown. It is in a beautiful dark brown color. It is also in this stunning burgundy color that is so gorgeous. And last year, I guess they did this trench as well. It's the big shoulders, so it's exactly like what is on trend right now. That big shoulder kind of menswear look. They also have it in a stunning like cream color. Nordstrom has the cream color from last season. I will link it below. The Naked Wardrobe website does not have it. but they have like the burgundy and stuff. I don't know if the olive will come back. I know people are returning it because it runs super, super large. So whereas because of like my chest and everything and hips would normally get maybe a large or an extra large, I have been advised that if I do buy it, it needs to be like a medium. So you have to size down in it, one or two sizes for sure. But I love this jacket so much. Like I'm really trying to hold myself back from purchasing this jacket because I know that I just won't get enough use out of it, but it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. And at some point in my life, I do plan to split my time once, the kids are older and the economy is better. I do plan to split my time between New York and Miami. And so at that point, I will need coats. Who knows if this will be like in fashion or if it will look like dated because of the shoulder situation, because I think it's very men's, like suit wear, 80s power suit type of vibe, but in like a cool 2025 way, if that makes any sense. I love it. I love the silhouette. I love just I love the whole thing. The whole thing is like perfection. So for me, I like the burgundy or the off-white. Yeah. I will let you guys know if I do. But before the burgundy also sells out, like the way that the olive did, I would jump on it. I bet you that the black and the brown will probably last a little bit longer, but I'm pretty sure that the burgundy will probably be the next to go. And I know that the off-white is relatively hard to find. I did find it at Nordstrom, but it's not on their site anymore. It is old season, so I don't know. All right, next one this is something that I actually stumbled upon yesterday. Last night I was scrolling through, I believe it was Instagram or TikTok, I don't know, and somebody came up with a PR package from Jeffrey Campbell, and they mentioned these shoes, and I ran. I haven't purchased them yet because I don't do heels very well, and again, it's so hard. It's so hard. It is so beautiful here in the wintertime, and I'm grateful to be somewhere warm when it is 2 degrees back in New York, but for the transitional wardrobe and just like this time of year, it's hard because there are so many things that I love that I'm like, I just won't wear it, and I have to kind of like talk myself down off of the ledge. But these Jeffrey Campbell, they come in a slingback and in a boot. It's this YSL dupe, like I stunning, stunning. And I'm like, okay, I probably won't wear the boot. Maybe I could do the slingback because I like a slingback. Yes, like if it's just like a dinner shoe or something like that. I don't know if they're comfortable. I'm more thinking about ordering these versus the coat because I think I probably get a little more use out of the shoes. Maybe they might be like a good like dinner shoe. I don't wear heels. I I broke my ankle in 2009, and I just never went back to heels. It was like, and I think that once your body and your foot gets used to being comfortable all the time, it's very hard to go back to 4-inch heels. And I know for me, it's been like slightly impossible, but I think that I can handle them maybe for a dinner, maybe like just for like a minute, like a few hours, not like with no walking, but they're so stunning. I'm so tempted. They come in a black with like a black stone. The boots and the slingbacks come in the same colors, black with a black stone and like a burgundy. I don't know if it's burgundy or brown. I'll put it up here with like a gold cap on the toe and like a burgundy stone. So, so beautiful. I'm actually might stop at Bloomingdale's today to see if they have them in stock so I can check them out. I know Nordstrom has them, and I know that Bloomingdale's has them. So again, I will link it below. Stunning, stunning. And I would never spend $6,000 on a pair of shoes ever in my life. And I know that the YSL ones are like 6,600 or something crazy because I believe it's like it's a precious rock of some kind. I don't know. But okay, Jeffrey Campbell, under $200. Next one is, I think, a quirky, and I actually might get this because I think for wintertime out here, it's perfect because it might get into the 60s at night, 70s. This is like a perfect type of jacket for that season, I guess. It is this cat moto jacket. So I love this website, Lala, whatever it's called, Lala something. I don't know. Again, linked below. I am constantly on there. I've never bought anything from them, but there are so many things that I'm like looking at that I definitely would like to at some point. This cat, it's like a cat tapestry motorcycle jacket with like these big shoulders. This might be the first one that I go for. I love it. For the dog lovers, there's also a dog jacket. I love quirky fashion. I love things that are like campy and sort of like borderline ugly, but not ugly. Like they're cute. They're so weird. They're cute. That is right up my alley. And this is perfect for that. So I think I'm going to go with the cat moto jacket just because, well, we know I've been a cat person my whole life. Carol is my first real, like, not real dog. I've had dogs before, but they've been kind of like outside dogs, or, Carol is like my baby. If you are new here, Carol is my puppy. I got her last year. She is like the love of my life. She's a little dachshund, and I'll put a picture up there. She's sleeping in the other room right now. But I have never been a dog person before, so I probably wouldn't get the dog jacket. But the cat jacket is like straight up my alley. I do wish it was Sphinx cats because obviously with Steven and everything, those are my favorite cats ever. But just cats in general, I've had them all my life. I love cats, and I love this jacket so, so much. I think it's so much fun. So I love it for fall. Next is kind of just a trend that I have been seeing a lot lately, and that is tons of gold or even silver big rings, like every finger. I did that in high school. I had a ring on every freaking finger in high school on both hands, not the thumbs. The thumbs are uncomfortable to me, but like the main four. I have been seeing so many people with just like rings all over the place. And I'm loving that. I'm loving that idea. I don't know where I'm going to. I have a lot of rings, but I feel like the rings that I have, because I was checking it out last night. Listen, we know, like I love stacks. I love lots of jewelry. So anytime that there's a jewelry trend where it's like just more and more jewelry, I am super into it. I don't take off my jewelry. Like the things that you see me with, except for like I change my necklaces and I'll change my earrings usually on a daily basis. Sometimes I don't wear necklace, sometimes I don't wear earrings, but like my ear stacks with all the other holes, always the same. My bracelet stacks, I don't really change around. Sometimes this hand changes a little bit, but this hand doesn't really. The rings that I wear, always the same. I don't think that I will ever get back into wearing a ring on every finger every day. Again, I used to I remember 11th grade, 12th grade, probably even like very early 2000s, I had a ring for every single finger. Most of them were initial rings and name rings. I had a class ring. It was just like, yeah, super over the top, lots of gold and lots of, the boyfriend's name. I had a lot of that, but now I don't have anything in my closet that's like cohesive that like goes together. So I would have to work on that. I'm not sure if I find it comfortable anymore, because I do feel like, I don't know if it's like an as you get older thing or whatever, but like my fingers are definitely different sizes from the morning to the night, right? So a lot of times in the morning, I will wake up and my fingers will be a little bit more swollen. Then at the end of the day, I usually like my rings are like very, very loose. So I'm not 100% sure that I would be comfortable all day, especially in like the Miami heat. Now, the reason I put it on my fall list is because rings in the winter, when your hands are not swollen, are so much more comfortable than rings in the summer when your hands are swollen. So I do think that this is something that like in the chillier weather, I could probably get away with every single day wearing, but I do love it. I've looked at like en route jewelry. So if this is like a trend that you want to jump on, I will link en route jewelry. Is it en route, en route? I think it's en route, root. I don't know. Anyway, I will link it below. They have very, very like, none of it is obviously real gold. I think it is gold plated or vermeil. I don't know. But either way, I will link it below. They have a lot of really good like statement rings, stackable rings, things like that. I feel like the rings that I have nowadays are all like fancy, fancy rings. Like I have a lot of like diamond rings and like more like precious stones. And I don't think that this trend is about like the blingy or the better. I think it is more just like I've seen a lot of people with silver and a lot of people with gold, but it's more like just the metal, not so much of the stones. Although I might check it out with my stuff. I don't know. I'll keep you posted on that, but I will link the link below for the website that I'm talking about, which I really think has amazing things for like trendier styles because it's not a lot of money, but they're like right on trend with all of their jewelry pieces. And I just think it's such a cute, like, and especially like I talk with my hands a lot. So I feel like rings for me, it's good. That's why I like bracelets because I'm always like that, you know? All right. Next one is fringe bags. So if you have been paying attention to my channel or just like my pages in general, I got myself a little Coach bag. It's the 1964, I think, re-edition of this little like fringe bag that I'll put a picture up here that I bought specifically to wear as a belt bag because there's an Hermes one that looks very, very similar, but obviously is $24,000 more expensive than this one was. But I got a little chain off of Amazon. I don't know if I like the chain too much. I might get something maybe a little more substantial or something. I don't really know. But either way, I love this bag so much. It looks super cute as like a little shoulder bag. It also looks cute as like a little waist bag with the fringe hanging down. Either way, I love the fringe. Like I said, some of these I have purchased already, but it's what I'm loving for fall, and I'm loving fringe for fall. Again, I also think fringe, just like with a jacket, I think on a bag, it can be relatively classic to a certain extent. What I would suggest is either take a look at the one. I will link some if I can find it on. There was a bunch on Poshmark when I was looking for it. They usually go for around 200. I don't know why I got lucky. I found one for 100, but I will try to find you guys some deals and link them below of that specific one. Because if you want it to be like convertible from purse to belt bag, then you probably would get that one. That's like the perfect one for that. But there's also the Coach Brooklyn in the fringe. I personally wouldn't spend a ton of money on a fringe bag because I think that it's very like some years you'll wear it, some years you won't. But I do think it is something that will stay in your collection or your closet forever. Like it's not something that, you know, it's something that you can kind of pull for every once in a while when fringe is like you're feeling like some fringe, you know? And I think right now, and I'm sure that it will be like this for a few years at least, I think that we've been talking about this. I think that maximalist fashion is back, which I love because that quiet luxury was just awful for me. It was sad for me. I jumped on the bandwagon for a minute, but I mean, I am not a quiet luxury fan. And it made me sad. But I think that the way that we're doing fashion right now is a lot of different like textures and materials and embellishments again versus like the logos of, 5 years ago. So I do think that fringe will be here for a little while because it plays perfectly into, that, and that is what is like on, in fashion right now. Anyway, I will link some below. Like I said, the Coach Brooklyn bag, I wouldn't spend a ton of money on it, but the Coach Brooklyn in the fringe is beautiful. Also, you can, and I'll see what I can find, but Jimmy Choo in the 2010s made an absolutely stunning fringe bag with some like python little elements in there. I don't know if I can find it. I don't remember what it was called. I had one. It was beautiful. He actually made a few different fringe bags around that time. I will see what I can link, but those also are ones that would be perfect for today. And because nobody is on top of those at this point and mentioning anything about them, I haven't heard anything about them in forever. that is also something that I think that you can probably grab at a really good price, and it's spectacular quality. All right, and then the last thing that I have been looking at online, I love I love houndstooth. I love houndstooth so much. It is my favorite fall pattern. It is my favorite fall pattern. I love houndstooth. I have a pair of hoops in houndstooth that I had probably 2009, 2008 that I need to get back out. They were from like some cheapy store. I don't know, but they're houndstooth hoops. I love them. I think it's obviously classic. You will never go wrong with houndstooth ever. Anyway, I love it. I have quite a few blazers that are houndstooth that I need to kind of pull out for, at least if I can't wear them out, I can wear them in videos for the fall. That being said, I definitely am looking to add a houndstooth Chanel bag in the future at some point, definitely. But what am I looking at right now online that is houndstooth? Again, Naked Wardrobe has these spectacular like leggings. They're like leggings slash tights. I think that they have the foot so you can wear them perfectly in like the over the knee boots and like the big high boots that are back in style, which I also love but have no use for. I think they're perfect because they will tuck in perfectly. But so they are like a hybrid, I guess. They look like they have feet, but I believe that they are like opaque enough to wear as pants. I think that's kind of like the whole idea with them. I love them. This is something that I might grab, although don't, I don't know. I don't know if I would wear it. Like, I think it would look very cool with a heel, like an open toe heel. I think that would look very cool depending on what you put on top, like very chic. I don't know if that's me, especially because I don't like heels anyway. I would probably wear it with a pair of like biker boots or something like that. I have like a super old pair of like Chanel biker boots that I think would look great with it, and like a big sweater or something like that, or with the trench. Oof, stunning. But I am looking at these to purchase. They also have like a turtleneck that looks absolutely beautiful. My point, however, I will link it below, but my point, however, is that houndstooth is a fall staple in your wardrobe every single year, super classic. I think I mean, if Chanel uses it almost every year in a bag, it is here to stay forever. I love houndstooth. I think it is so classic, so beautiful. I personally like the stark white against the black the best. But honestly, houndstooth in a million different ways. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. All right, guys, that's it for my list. Let me know what you think. Are any of these things on your list as well? Are you loving any of these things? Are you planning to purchase any of these things? What are you loving for fall? I would love to know what your thoughts are. And with that, guys, I will say goodbye. Obviously, if you have not followed me already, follow me here. Also, Instagram, TikTok, all the information will be below with all of the rules for the giveaway, blah, 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 blah. I say it every time. Hit your notification bell so that you are notified when I upload videos. Typically, it's Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. It's been changing a little bit since I was sick for so long, and I'm trying to get back onto a filming schedule that will have all of the videos done so I can start posting on Mondays again, which hopefully will be next week. But I typically do videos those days. I would put on your bell notification so that you are notified when I upload, because once we hit 3,000, which should be very soon, I will be announcing the winners of the giveaway. So you want to be aware and find out if it's you, because you will have 72 hours to respond. And if you do not reach out within those 72 hours, I will be choosing backups. So definitely put your things, your notifications on. Also, a big thumbs up would be appreciated if you feel like I deserve it. Other than that, guys, I am going to leave another video right over here in case you haven't already seen it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.